What's up, y'all? This is Mike D, Mr. Double Down on You, the host of Black Fathers Now and all that good stuff. Um, but I wanted to holler at y'all for a second. So right now, the overwhelming majority of the country is not technically locked down, but in a sense, kind of locked down, right? A lot of people are out of school, out of work, can't really go a lot of places because vacations have been canceled, cruises have been canceled, flights have been either canceled or not recommended that you utilize. Places that you might have gone have been shut down. A lot of different stuff, right? Sports. I mean, you pretty much don't have any sports to watch unless you're watching like a rerun, right? So a lot of the things, a lot of the conveniences, a lot of the scenarios that we really look forward to are no longer present. And it looks like we might actually spend a little bit more time at home than we wanted to. Real talk. I mean, I don't know about you all, but we like to get out. We like to at least be outside and play and hang out, which the kids are still doing. They're playing outside, riding their bikes and stuff. But, as far as going places and finding things to do at various locations, I mean, real talk, that's probably not going to be something that we're going to do a lot of, if any, over the next couple of weeks, probably, right? So that being said, what are you going to do instead of having cabin fever? What are you going to do instead of having cabin fever? How can you turn a seemingly negative into a positive? How can you take this time that you have where you don't have a game to watch, you really don't have a place to go, you don't have something to really distract you? How can you take that time and create something? How can you create a new habit? How can you all of a sudden find an opportunity to learn something new? How can you listen to some dope podcasts? I recommend Black Fathers Now. But how can you listen to some dope podcasts? Read some awesome books. Find some cool documentaries to watch. What about create something? This is a good time to really get in the lab, right? What if you had a business idea? It's time to start sketching it out, right? You're not going anywhere. You got time. Usually we say, I don't have time. I don't have time. Now you got the time. What are you going to do with it? Or we're going to spend our time watching the news, 24 hours a day and getting excited about it. And again, be informed, know what's going on, keep yourself aware, take precautions. But are we going to do that? And then once this thing passes, we're back to where we were before. And this was just a season that we went through. Or can we take this time to actually make it productive? How can we take this time to spend time with our loved ones, spend time with your kids? I know, I ain't gonna lie, I got a 6 and an 8-year-old, and after a few days, they will drive you crazy, indoors. But these are moments that we have. What are we gonna do with them? So my challenge to you during this time, during this uncertainty, is to find an opportunity to maybe do something you otherwise wouldn't have done. Now that you have the time, read a book, learn something, engage in a dialogue with someone, make some phone calls and, spark a conversation with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, right? But also create some new habits. Don't just wash your hands and try to eat healthy and sleep and stay hydrated and all. Don't just do it during this time. Let's start to create a habit, right? Because when this thing passes, we might end up being better because of it. So this isn't something to be down about. I mean, it's challenging because we ain't never seen nothing like this before. But in the midst of the challenge, what can we learn and what can we do? And how can we take something from what we learned and what we start doing and make it anew for us? Basically, how do we make lemon out of lemonade? Hold on. No, how do we make lemonade out of lemons? Right? Y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, y'all, let me know what you're doing. And y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holler at you. Peace.